Welcome to this Learning Microsoft Azure course from Pact Publishing. My name is Peter de Tender. To share a couple of words about myself, you can find me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is PDTIT. And to share some of my background, I am a Microsoft certified trainer for a bit more than 10 years in the meantime, and overall spending close to 20 years as a Microsoft infrastructure engineer, technical consultant, trainer, Microsoft partner coach. So Microsoft is basically my technical comfort zone. In the meantime, I've been working with Azure for about 4 or 5 years and got certified and also member of the Azure Advisors. Outside of my professional work, some more related to community activities that I'm doing, I became a Microsoft Learning regional lead for Belgium, which means I'm somehow pretty close connected to Microsoft Learning division and building out, managing a community of Microsoft certified trainers for my specific region. I'm also a Microsoft MVP, initially got rewarded in 2013 in the Windows IT Pro category, and then in 2015 moved to the Azure category. I somehow lost my MVP reward since I spent a couple of months within Microsoft Azure Engineering as a full-time employee, and in the meantime I'm back to running my own business as a freelance consultant. Also working as a technical trainer, like creating this course, and technical writer, which means I've published a couple of books along the years. I started writing in 2013 when I was mainly working around Exchange technologies. This book was published with Pact Publishing and it's still available. In early 2015, I published another book for Pact on, this time, Mastering Windows Hyper-V 2012 R2, and again this one is still available. Then I did a funny side project writing an introduction to Azure, which is published through Conversational Geek, and the most recent one I published through Apress was Learning Operations Management Suite. So this course is all about learning Microsoft Azure. The course itself is split up in 11 different sections, and somehow I assume it's pretty logic to you.
Hi everyone, I'm Omkar Dusane, and this is Getting Started with Azure Serverless Computing using Node.js. I'll be your instructor for this course, and the purpose of this course is to get you with the new technological paradigm called serverless. So first, let me introduce myself. I'm Omkar, a software developer for past 2 years based in Mumbai. I have worked with several startups to lead their technology and build the minimum viable software products, and that's how I've always been exposed to the new technologies and used them to solve the problems given. In academics, I was focusing on learning the wisdom behind software development practices, and I'm a keen follower of agile disciplines. I love to explore new technologies that can be useful in building the software more productively. I have been using service-oriented architecture for most of my work, and I'm an early adopter of Azure Functions. Being relatively new, it is an interesting and promising technology. So let's head up to the course overview and see what we'll learn in this course. Serverless has been around for more than over a year now, and still the industry is yet to fully utilize its offerings and adopt it as a mainstream development practice. Companies like Uber have implemented their own serverless stacks to bring rapid delivery to their feature and a planet-scale infrastructure decoupled from their business logic. Microsoft, being a world leader in cloud services, has built Azure Functions to provide serverless computing in Azure. This course will start with an introduction to Azure Functions. We'll create a simple Hello World program to run in Azure Functions and respond to an HTTP GET request. We'll also walk through some of the basic development practices in Azure Functions portal. In the second section, we'll understand the runtime of Azure Functions properly to have a clear intuition of what environment we are coding in, and some of its key concepts including cold start issue and persistence of objects. In the third section, we'll dive into the development by selecting a use case and building a dummy HTTP API for it. So we'll build a backend for a to-do list application named as Cool Tasks application with several HTTP endpoints and JSON responses. Then we will integrate this API with a single page application written in Angular 1 and host this frontend. In the last section, we'll integrate our Azure Functions app with a database as a service called Cosmos DB to serve as a database to our serverless application. We'll implement all the needed database operations for our API in the Functions app to complete a fully functional to-do list application. And this is how we'll complete the course. Prerequisites for this course would be basic understanding of the HTTP protocol and how the web stack works. Basic knowledge of Node.js and MongoDB would be better, and basic cloud computing with Azure is good to have. So at the end of this course, you'll be able to decide for yourself if the serverless stack is for you or not. You'll be able to predict the performance of the solutions that you'll implement in Azure Functions. You'll also be able to design the solutions based on Azure Functions and build them successfully.